Hello everyone, welcome to the market outlook for the week. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Financial Services. And as I speak to you this Monday morning at around about quarter past noon, that is at 12:15, there has been strength in the market. Last week we did see days of profit booking, but eventually on Friday when we ended the week, there was recovery on the markets and we gained with quite a bit of substantial upside. Today, as we got back to the trade, there was a little bit of flattish move, but as I speak to you, markets are up in the green. To give you certain levels, well, Sensex is trading up about 220 points. Levels are 61,940. Nifty is up 100 points. 18,300 is the level on Nifty. Bank Nifty, which has been otherwise an outperforming index, has been under pressure. Marginally down, of course, down almost about 85 odd points. Levels are 43,885 on Bank Nifty or Nifty Bank. On the currency and crude oil, well, Indian rupee has been under pressure against the dollar, and we've seen multi-month low as I speak to you. Levels are 82.80, weakness of about 15 paise on the rupee against the dollar. Likely to see a little bit of more deterioration on the rupee before we gain any meaningful strength. So there is a little bit of pressure on the rupee against the dollar. On the crude oil front, downward move. Brent is trading at about $75.04 to a barrel, and NYMEX is trading at about $70.70 to a barrel. A little bit of weakness on the crude oil basket, but all equation on the outlook is on the demand supply. Let's see if there is going to be meaningful recovery in the economies across the globe, then there could be a little bit of higher demand for crude oil, which may push crude oil prices a little bit on the higher side. But as of now, a little bit of negative bias on energy basket, that is crude oil. Coming back on the markets, we'll expect a little bit of choppiness. This is the FNO expiry week. This Thursday will be the monthly FNO expiry, and expect a little bit of choppiness and volatility as we go closer to that expiry date. Otherwise, on the numbers front and on the news flows, there have been nothing disappointing as far as Q4 numbers or news flows on the global or local front is concerned. This could possibly lead us to a little bit of more higher levels. Important to see whether we are able to take off 18,400, which has been an hurdle, which we saw last week. If we are able to do that, then I think we should move a little bit higher. But important to have a decisive close above 18,400, not on intraday basis, but on closing basis. Index or Nifty rather should cross over 18,400 and give a close above that. Then we'll see a little bit of. Otherwise, replicating what we saw over the last week or fortnight, odd days of profit booking could be witnessed, but buying is visible on lower levels as we saw on a couple of occasions last week and the week before. Trade with positive bias on lower levels. Short to medium term, we advised last week a little bit of correction. Short term, medium term traders should take off money or at least book partial profits or put profitable stop losses in the system rather than wait for any meaningful upside without putting the stop loss in the system, because that can possibly catch you unaware. And that's what exactly happened. We did see sell off and then the recovery. So same advice to short term, medium term traders: try to maximize your profit, put profitable stop losses in place in the system rather than keeping it in your mind so that you're not caught unaware. For investors, as always, we give investable ideas every week, two of them. This week, we have chosen banking as a sector to invest, and two investment ideas from the banking sector. One is from public sector bank and the other one is from a private sector bank. First one is, of course, the numbers that we saw last week. Stellar set of numbers. State Bank of India, largest name in the banking universe in India. Numbers were much above than what we had estimated, and expect buying coming in State Bank of India from a longer term perspective, and the levels where it is trading, downside looks protected. You can start staggered investment in State Bank of India. The second one is from a private sector universe, banking, Kotak Mahindra Bank. This bank has been by and large a sideways mover, and a little bit of news flow overhang also has kind of put this stock under pressure. But post the numbers, there has been upside. Expect this upside to continue on fallback or early visibility. and the transition also should possibly go through smoothly rather than see any kind of hurdles. So two investment ideas, State Bank of India from public sector bank, and from the private sector universe banking, Kotak Mahindra Bank. Mind you friends, these are fundamental investment ideas. Long-term time horizon is absolutely needed. These are not short-term or medium-term investment ideas. Longer the time horizon, better returns one can expect from these two investments. Thank you very much for your patience hearing, and I'll see you again next week. Till then, take care. Bye.